Aboard me, mateys! It is me, your captain of the crew, Gilshanks. Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. Today, we're getting all the booty here in the treasure room yard. First things first, we've got a Trinity Mark. I gotta get Goofy in the party. Okay, never mind. We gotta get Goofy in the party but for that. But first things first, we actually can call Abu here, who, has very minimal involvement in this entire world, I've noticed. Kind of strange. They evolve him a little bit more the next time you come back to Agrabah in another game. But let's open the treasure chest here, and we've got puppies! Yay! Our first instance of puppies returning to, I guess, teleporting back home. I don't even know. But anyway, that's the only treasure chest we can get for now. That we're going to have to come back here with the high jump, which you guys aren't supposed to know about yet, but I keep spoiling it. Anyway, let's see if we can call Abu here to do anything. Oh, never mind. I guess that's how you get that. My bad. And we've got a Thundaga G, which I do not care about at all. Anyway, okay, well, there are things we have to come back here with the high jump because Abu's not going to be able to do anything unless there's a little bit of a statue there. Unless there's a statue there and there isn't one. So I'm going to meet you guys in just a sec as soon as we get Goofy into the party. Okay, let us use our red Trinity Mark and see what we've got. And a boom! I got a boom! And we just got a bunch of money balls from that. Okay, well, okay, not every one of these Trinity Marks are not going to be exciting, but it's still worth doing for 100% completion factor. Okay, so that takes care of that. I'm going to meet you guys once again as soon as we get Aladdin into the party. And on that note, let us go into the lamp chamber to take on Jafar and kick his magic-wielding vizier ass.
That boy again?
He is more persistent than I expected. Why not explain the situation to that boy, Riku? Doing so may actually prove useful to our...
Wait a second. Are you Maleficent?
Jafar, let Jasmine go!
Not a chance. You see, she's a princess. One of 7 who somehow hold the key to opening the door.
Open?
What door?
But you fools won't live to see what lies beyond it. Genie, my second wish, crush them!
Genie, no!
Sorry, Al. The one with the lamp calls the shots. I don't have a choice.
Alrighty then, so it's time to get to Jafar here and crush him! I don't know why, but I love the way he says that line. I don't like, you know, interrupting the cutscene with stuff like that, but I gotta say, the way he goes, crush them! I've always loved that line. That used to be like a quote of mine. I'd be in school and I would just be goofing around with my friends and be like, crush them! So on the side note, Genie unfortunately is not our ally in this fight because Jafar controls the lamp, so therefore that kind of sucks. You want to avoid his attacks. I want to get Aladdin in here just to show him off a little bit before we exit the world. So on that note, Jafar is a little prick. He runs all the way around like a little biatch every time you get close to him and try to actually land a combo on him. And because of that, this battle takes a very long time, so there's a strong possibility that I'm going to be skipping things of that sort. In the meantime, off screen, I leveled up once because I was already really close. I figured I might as well do it. So we're at 25 now for Sora. I equipped the Air Combo Plus, which that basically just gives you an extra attack in the combo. And I don't know if you can really notice it, but it is there. And it makes it a little bit easier when you're doing an airborne strike, which we actually are, so this is the perfect battle to be showing something like that off. I also equipped Sora with the Blizzara ring. The reason why is because a lot of these attacks from the Genie are ice-based, so it kind of makes sense to have something like that on, you know, on standby in case you actually do get hit from that. So anyway, this is the Jafar battle, and as you can see, our guys are already dead. So it doesn't really matter having Aladdin or Goofy in the party because they're pretty much dead regardless. We're actually already almost done with the fight, kind of. And just letting you know, when I did level up, we got an extra MP bar out of that, so that's the reason why I have 5 now as opposed to just the 4. So anyway, we can't really do all that much other than attack this guy, and this is going to be one of those things where, like, I don't really know what else to talk about, because we're kind of just doing the same thing over and over again. Yes, he is susceptible to magic, and I will use it a little bit, but I also like to save some magic for, see, that's the problem with fire, is that if they move away, you're not going to hit them too much. So the other issue is the fact that, you know, you want to save magic just in case you need to heal, especially seeing as how Donald and Aladdin aren't going to stay around for very long, so they're not going to be able to heal you very well, and I'm pretty much low on items because I haven't stocked up on them in a long time. Or pretty much ever, actually. Come to think of it, I'm not sure if I've ever done that in this Let's Play. I don't think I've ever actually gone back to buy more items, which is kind of crazy. I'm amazed I even made it that far without doing it. But it's all fine and good. Anyway, after this world, we get to go to my least favorite world this entire game, so I'm very not too excited about that, but I am excited about getting it over with, so at least there's that. As you can see, when you're in the air, you get a little bit more of a combo. You get 4 hits rather than just the standard 3. We are going to get the same thing for the ground-based combos, but for whatever reason, they give you the airborne one first, which I'm not sure if that has to do with picking the staff at the beginning of the game or what. I don't know. Someone else could probably fill me in on that. But anyway, we are going to kick Jafar's. Actually, he's really low on his health already. It's a good thing I got that level up there because I think it boosted my strength, if I remember correctly. Let's go and kick his ass today because I'm running out of things to talk about. But one thing I gotta... Okay, actually, there is something I want to talk about here before we finish this up. Have you guys ever noticed, and this is something my friend Wasim and I used to talk about back in high school. Everyone in this movie looks like a white guy with a... or like a white person with a tan, except for Jafar. He's the one person who actually kind of looks Middle Eastern, and of course they make him the villain. I always wondered if that was like kind of intentionally racist or not, but... I'm just kind of curious. So in any case, that's pretty much the one thing I wanted to mention there. I'm getting so lazy, I just want to finish him off with the fire, just because he's not standing still, and when he's up in the air like that, you can't just go after him with a regular combo. Come on, Aladdin, do something, you bastard! Okay, a little bit more, a little bit... Okay, that was like almost German gibberish right there. Speaking of which, I took this quiz recently on... It was like one of those goofy little, like, BuzzFeed, Facebook kind of quizzes. And it was like, what is your true, like, internationality? And I was expecting to get Japanese, because I was actually trying to answer all the Weibo answers and stuff like that. I ended up with German. That's just, like, so interesting. I'm not German. I've never been to Germany. Aside from Aaron and my cousin Johnny, I don't even know any German people. But it's pretty fascinating that I managed to get that. I gotta say, though, I mean, I admire the country's economic standards in terms of, especially when it comes to their sources of energy. But that's really, like, you're going, like, off topic there. My God. Most random things to talk about during a Jafar fight. My God. We have finished the world. We are done with Agrabah! Or are we? Only time will tell. See you guys next time! Just kidding! I bet I had absolutely nobody going for that. But it's all fine and good. Hey, you know what? I can usually convince Fiery of things when I'm like just blatantly lying to her about like, oh, I'm 3 stars behind you in Sunshine. I always got her to fall for that, and that was always fun. Do you want to come over here and talk to Jasmine, or at least try to talk to Jasmine, and try to seal the keyhole sword? This would probably be a good time to do that.
My final wish. I want you to make me an all-powerful genie!
Okay, here's what I don't understand about this cutscene, and I am gonna kind of rant over it. They defeated Jafar, or it looks like they defeated Jafar. Why didn't they make sure he was actually dead before they walk away and go towards Jasmine? If he's down for a second, go and grab the friggin' lamp. Then we could have avoided this entire battle. Thank you, game. Stupid bitch, she's distracted us. Okay, never mind. Let's jump down there and go, wahoo! Well, okay, that was a failed attempt. Let's try that again. Woo! Get out of here, you bastard. So this is the true final boss of Agrabah. Genie Jafar. Look at them pecs. This is the undisputed king of fire. Alright. And unfortunately, this boss battle is a huge letdown. I actually don't like it as much as you think. I thought we were actually going to go after the genie the first time I did it, but no. This whole battle is just going after Iago and trying to get the lamp, which for whatever reason changed colors. Even though it's supposed to be the same lamp. I never really understand the logic behind that. But, oh, actually, no. What the hell am I thinking? No, he has to be made into a genie, so he got his own lamp. I don't know why I said that just now. I just totally had a brain fart. That's what I get for not watching the movie for all these years. That's all fine and good. Anyway, ignore that brain fart, and yeah, this is the entire battle right here, just going after Iago and the lamp. Thankfully, at least it doesn't have that much HP, but it's such a letdown. I wanted to go after Jafar. He's throwing meteors at me. I want to whack him in the face with the Keyblade. Why couldn't they do that? And there's another version of this boss battle in a different game, which I don't want to talk too much about, but they do the same exact thing! Because, I guess because it makes sense there, because it's supposed to be a repeat, and it actually does make sense. It's not as cop-out-y as you would think. But still, though, damn it! Want to make sure my recording was going for a second there. And these guys, it's like you constantly have to hit triangle twice to call them over. Otherwise, they're not even a try anymore. They just basically stand around and do nothing. Speaking of standing around doing nothing, look at the boss here. Jesus Christ. Talk about challenging, guys. 1 minute this game's pissing me off because it's like I'm getting killed every 3 seconds. The other minute, it's like the AI goes into Kingdom Hearts 2 mode. It's all fine and good, though. Look at Jafar. Even he's disappointed. He's like, aren't you guys going to attack me? No? Am I hidden behind an invisible wall? Sucks to be you, then! Ha 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 ha! Just a little bit of genie humor for you. Oh my god. See, Sora's combos are actually really cool, but at other times, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Can you just get down from there? Thank you. Other times, it's a pain in the ass because you can't really do what it is that you're trying to do. But at least his HP is almost down. This would be a good time to actually have Thunder equipped to the quick menu, but unfortunately, I don't have it equipped to the quick menu, so that sucks ass. Gotta love that AI for Aladdin and Donald there. They don't even realize, get the fuck out of the way. Sorry for the cursing. I'm trying to do that less, or not as much. Well, I am doing it less. I'm just trying to not do it at all, really. Alright, so let's see if fire actually works. It does not. Probably because he went past the thing there. Guys, follow me! Stop walking directly into the wall. Don't blame it on your programming either. Even though that makes absolute sense. Just stop. Stop with the logic. Okay. I'm really getting distracted with the commentary in this battle. I'm sorry for that, guys. But it's all fine and good, though, because we are almost done. So I'm thinking that... I am tempted to speed this up. I'm probably not going to do that, though. It's all fine and good. I gotta say, though, Aladdin is one of my favorite Disney movies. It's definitely in the top 5. It might even be in the top 3. I never actually cared enough to make, you know, an official list. But it is up there, so... I was really excited the first time I saw this world. I think it's pretty cool. It is going to come back in other games, and... for better or worse, I mean, there's one game where it shows up, and it's just like, what was the point of this? It was a game that was on the 3DS called 358 Days Over 2. And yes, that actually is the pronunciation, despite how the title looks for it. But it's all fine and good. Iago, sit down, you bad... Where is he, anyway? He's directly above me. I couldn't even see him for a second. Okay. Couple more air combos, guys. Go, go, go. He's actually in sight. Can Iago just get tired of carrying the lamp for a second like he did before so we can just, like, wail on him? I keep thinking I'm seeing Trinity marks, but they wouldn't put a Trinity mark here because A, you can't access a Trinity mark in battle, and B, you can't come back here later. So there's really no reason for them to put a Trinity mark here, but I keep thinking that I'm seeing one. I think what I'm actually just seeing is the top of Donald's thingy-bobber majigama thing. So we got an HP boost from that, and at long last, we are done with Agrabah. Or are we?
Okay, Jafar. Back to your lamp.
We've obtained the Ansem's Report 1. If you might remember from the beginning of the game, that Aerith told us that Ansem has his reports scattered all over the world. So we're probably going to read that starting at the beginning of the next episode. But first things first, we're actually not done with Agrabah, as I so blatantly hinted about a minute ago. We actually have one more segment left, although at least we're done with the boss battles. And this is probably the coolest segment in the entire world. I wish that they would have put more of an emphasis on this because it's friggin' awesome.
Jasmine? Jasmine!
Just damn beautiful, ain't it? Love sealing them keyholes. And unfortunately, we still have a lot of keyholes left to seal. I find that really amusing, though. It's like we sealed one keyhole, which made a downpour of gold come, which melted into the wall, which sealed the bigger keyhole-shaped thing. It's really weird. And of course we couldn't rescue Jasmine because she off-screen disappeared, and there is going to be an explanation for that, but not yet. This is the cool segment I was talking about, by the way. This is so friggin' awesome. I love this. This could be like an entire minigame in and of itself, and I guess you could count it that way, but unfortunately this is the only, I believe this is the only time in the entire game when you do that, and I just, like an idiot, just went right into those rocks. You can control the thing, and look what you can do. Guys, do I even have to say it? You know what quote I'm thinking, you know what very famous internet quote I'm thinking of right now. I'm not even gonna say it, I'm just gonna leave it to the imagination for now. But now this is a lot like, you know, that early scene in the movie, which is funny though, because usually it's almost anachronistic in a way, especially seeing as how you're supposed to fight Jafar in the palace if they went by the movie's logic. And you can't use your magic here, so I actually might get my ass handed to me, which would really be a disappointment because I've never died in this area before, and that would really suck. If, like, of course, on camera, I end up doing that. Hey guys, you missed me! You wanna fight me? Okay, that wasn't funny. Shut up. Alrighty then, so that takes care of that. We have wrapped up another glorious and fantastic world in this game of Kingdom Hearts. So Jasmine's no longer in Agrabah. Sora, let's go find her. Sorry, I can't take you with me. Why not? I sure wish we could.
But we can't. We take him to another world. We would be
Meddling. Aladdin, we'll find Jasmine, I promise.
Earth to Al? Hello, you still have one wish left. Look, just say the word. Ask me to find Jasmine for you.
I wish for your freedom, Genie.
Al!
A deal's a deal, Genie. Now you can go anywhere you want. You're your own master. But if you can, it'd be great if you could go along with them and help Sora find Jasmine.
Sorry, Al. I'm done taking orders from others. But a favor? Now that's entirely different. I guess I could give that a try. After all, we're pals, right, Al?
Genie.
Just leave it to me!
Aw. Thank you guys for watching. Next time on Kingdom Hearts, we're going to be leaving Agrabah and exploring space again, and then we're going to go to another world. See you guys next time!